Hello everybody, I'm Sophie Burett with Sutton Group Realty.
And I'm Erica Vincelli with the Mortgage Advisors. Welcome back to First Time Home Buying Simplified. Today we're talking about putting in an offer. So now you have your pre-approval done. We've talked about all the mortgage products that you qualify for, and Sophie is taking you on a house hunting extravaganza. And now you have found the perfect home for your family. So Sophie,
Yep.
I'm ready to buy a house. Where do I sign? What's the first thing I do?
Before we do anything, we have to look at the comparables. So we would sit down by the computer and look at all the comparable sales in the area that have occurred within the last, say, 6 to 8 months. And the reason we do that is we want to make sure that you're paying a fair price.
Don't want to be overpaying for your house.
Absolutely not. Yeah. And the second thing we would look at is the amount of deposit that you're responsible for. So typically the deposits are about 1% of the purchase price. So for example, if you were to buy a house for $310, $320, probably you'd be looking at a $3,000 deposit.
Why is a deposit important?
Well, the deposit is important because it shows that you're actually very serious about the home.
Is it refundable?
It is.
Okay,
So should there be something that you don't like at the inspection, something majorly wrong with the house that, just turns you right off, you get that money back within 10 days, absolutely.
And then what other kind of conditions would you put on an offer?
Okay, so the standard, it depends what you're buying, but typically it's financing and inspection, and you have between 5 and 10 days to get all that stuff done. So the financing actually happens behind the scenes. You don't much know what's going on. You just send all the documents and Erica works her magic.
I'm working the whole
scenes.
time.
Absolutely. And then the inspection, you're actually there for the inspection, and you would decide then on whether or not you want to take the house.
Do you go to the inspection with your clients?
Yes, I am there, and we obviously, after the inspection
Great
report, after the inspection report gets submitted, we go through it together.
Okay. Well, the condition of financing is the work that I'm doing, and it is behind the scenes, but I get you involved as much as I can. Basically, all the information that you've already given me, including a pay stub, letter of employment, those are all conditions that you're going to have to meet within the commitment. So I've sent now the MLS and the purchase agreement that Sophie sent to me. I send that off to the lender along with the application and any other documents that I have up front, and they issue me what's called a commitment. The commitment is essentially a contract between you and the bank or the lender, and it's saying that you agree to pay them back at this interest rate on this day, and they're going to give you this much money, but you do have to meet the certain conditions in order for the financing to be approved. So that means confirm where you work, how much you make, that the house is in good standing, maybe a debt has to be paid off, whatever the circumstances are, we meet those conditions, and then within those 5 days, you might not all meet all of the conditions within that 5 days, but you do look at the commitment and say, yes, I can meet this, this, and this, and then you decide whether you're going to waive your financing. So depending on the complexity of the application and the property, it's anywhere between 5 and 10 days. So that's pretty much the process of putting in an offer, and I guess next week we're talking to a home inspector.
Yes, Mark Hodgson will be here joining us and answering your questions.
Awesome. Well, thanks so much for joining us again this week, guys. Don't forget to like, comment, share down below for your chance to win a $100 Costco gift card and an Easy Clip, which is a magnetic cover for pot lights in your home for the new home that you're about to buy. This has been invented by a local Ottawa guy, and just wanted to help support his business. So thanks for joining us, guys. Erica Vincelli with the Mortgage Advisors.
And Sophie Burett with Sutton Group Realty. Thanks for joining us.